Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to now welcome a bold leader who understands that the future of economic growth lies at the intersection of innovation, science, and smart public investment. Governor JB Pritzker has not only led Illinois with a bold vision for inclusive economic development, but he's also positioned the state as a national leader in quantum information science and advanced technology. Under his leadership, Illinois has become a hub for quantum research and commercialization, home to world-class institutions, national labs, and collaborative initiatives like the Chicago Quantum Exchange. Governor Pritzker's commitment to building a 21st century economy is clear in his support for high-tech infrastructure, talent development, and groundbreaking public-private partnerships. Please join me in welcoming the 43rd Governor of Illinois, a champion of innovation and opportunity, Governor JB Pritzker.
Well, good morning, everyone. And thank you all for joining us this morning. Thank you to Stu for the very kind introduction, and to Connected DMV and all the partners for organizing really a terrific event here, the 2025 Quantum World Congress. I'm here to talk with you about the progress that we've made in Illinois toward becoming the leading state in the nation for quantum sensing, quantum communications, and quantum computing. I knew that I had become the nerdiest governor in the country for quantum when at my block party I stopped everyone cold when I started bragging about a large-scale, fault-tolerant, million-qubit quantum computer that we're building on the south side of Chicago. My neighbors honestly furrowed their brows. They gave me a very strange look when I started talking about this, and then they went back to their cocktails. I am no longer invited to our block party. So here I am at the Quantum World Congress looking for people who will talk to me. And turns out you guys are, well, nerdier even than I am. So it's great to be here with all of you. We are all here because you are the brightest minds in the field, charting the course towards solving humanity's greatest challenges. You're creating, well, trillions of dollars in the world economy, and you're improving and protecting our countries and our planet. But reaching the potential that we know we can reach will require an extraordinary level of cooperation and coordination between scientists and researchers, between the public and private sectors, and between nations. Innovation at this pace and scale will require truly global collaboration and a thriving quantum ecosystem in the US and across the rest of the world. Quantum World Congress and other gatherings like it are an excellent place to continue building that foundation and shaping the quantum era together. Chicago is aiming to be the leading US hub of quantum science and technology, and we are well on our way. When I became governor 7 years ago, my state government launched an unprecedented effort with state dollars matching federal ones to support the acceleration of quantum technology and development and the growth of startup and mid-stage quantum companies while partnering with some of the largest tech companies in the world. For an industry of the scale and potential of quantum, there was no blueprint for how to invest in success for our government. Having been in the tech world as a businessman before I became governor, I had a few thoughts already about this, but I hadn't thought about ecosystem building as governor before. So I wanted to hear from folks who actually are doing this in the laboratory and doing the work on the ground. I first had to ask, what infrastructure is required, and what does a successful quantum ecosystem look like? I met with both startups and with the big guys to get their direct feedback. And the answer was, frankly, pretty straightforward. We need to attract talented scientists. We need startup capital, growth stage capital, visionary entrepreneurs, spaces designed for collaboration. We needed to build cryogenic and world-class vibrationless facilities. We need universities and national labs fostering innovation, and a government that's either supportive or getting out of the way. Illinois and Chicago have all of those things. The Molecular Engineering School at the University of Chicago, the AI labs and experts at the University of Illinois' Engineering School in Urbana-Champaign, the Institute for Quantum Information Research and Engineering at Northwestern University, Argonne National Laboratory, and Fermilab, which have been engaged with this for years. Many of these world-class research institutions are already sites of robust international academic collaboration. We have Duality, which is the nation's first quantum startup accelerator. We have the second highest number of Fortune 500 companies, the customers for quantum, of any region in the nation. We have 2 of the top 5 business schools and some of the best entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship programs in the entire world. A workforce training program designed specifically for our quantum future. And importantly, my government was ready to make the necessary investments in response to the needs of our research institutions and innovators. So starting in 2019, the Illinois General Assembly and I began to develop and actualize a plan for our quantum future. Following the lead of scientists and of engineers, we laid out a carefully crafted roadmap for the development of our quantum industry. Government, businesses, academia in Illinois are putting our resources toward information and research sharing, market building, manufacturing, commercial applications, tax incentives, cybersecurity considerations, and beyond. Last year, we announced the creation of an independent quantum campus, the Illinois Quantum and Microelectronics Park, or IQMP. This park is a first-of-its-kind hub for our quantum ecosystem that's bringing together partners from across the world. We have universities and we have laboratories at universities. The problem is, as you know, some folks don't want to be attached only to one university and instead want a collaborative environment of many. And so that's why we created IQMP. It will house a massive new cryo facility with available space for all of its tenants to use. Fortune 500 businesses and startups, government agencies, world-renowned researchers and scientists are coming together to do foundational work on quantum hardware and software applications. We have already announced some of our anchor tenants in the park. DARPA is locating its quantum benchmarking initiative there and committed to a $140 million co-investment in startups, along with the state of Illinois. With a photonic approach, PsiQuantum will build the world's first useful, fault-tolerant million-qubit quantum computer on that campus. IBM is locating its National Quantum Algorithm Center at the IQMP with its Quantum System 2 computer, bringing together industry, algorithm experts, and quantum hardware. It will also bring the nation's business community together to think about the applications that are necessary, from insurance and finance to pharmaceuticals and energy and more, to leverage quantum to solve real-world problems. Alongside them are other quantum leaders like Inflection, which is working on launching the first utility-scale neutral atom quantum computer. I know you heard from its leader just a bit ago. And Dirac, which is using traditional silicon technologies to more rapidly achieve utility-scale quantum operations. Just outside of the IQMP campus are countless other companies that are part of Chicago's thriving quantum ecosystem, like IROQ and MEMQ. Some are moving into something called Hyde Park Labs, which just opens a new commercial laboratory facility that will help advance quantum science research and entrepreneurship. It's also on the south side of Chicago and near the IQMP campus. In addition, it will also house the new UChicago Science Incubator, also a hub for new quantum startups. Now, some of you have to ask, I'm sure, that, the question, why was Illinois so aggressive in getting in on the ground floor of quantum? Well, as governor of Illinois, one of my primary aims is to deliver economic growth and opportunity for our people and for my state. And as someone concerned about national security and our competitiveness in the world, I know that we've got to follow the wisdom of the great hockey player Wayne Gretzky, who said, "Skate to where the puck is going, not where it's been." The technological developments that you are bringing about have the potential to bring untold prosperity and security, unhackable cybersecurity, biopharmaceutical cures for diseases that previously took decades and that will improve the lives and the longevity of the most vulnerable people in our society. Near perfect nanomaterial design, microelectronics that can monitor the movement of the seas or changes in the atmosphere, that could improve the planet's environment, and, well, so much more. I, in my role as an elected leader, and you in your roles as members of the global scientific community and the quantum industry, have an obligation to guide this technology for the explicit betterment of all mankind. This room is filled with government and scientific and education and business leaders, and all of us need to work together to shape that future, not just for the United States, but for the entire world. It won't happen overnight, that's for sure. But at gatherings like this one and others across the globe, we are setting the process in motion, committing ourselves to the grind of scientific progress through sustained investment and comprehensive research and development. The beauty of science and our vision for a quantum ecosystem is that each breakthrough, however small, brings us a little bit closer to the seismic advancements that can change everything. I like the expression, this is a 20-year overnight success that we're all experiencing. And we can see it happening before our very eyes, and it's happening faster and faster. But again, this cannot be a closed effort that benefits only the wealthiest people or the wealthiest nations. We are better than that, all of us. So let's not falter in our mission. Before I close, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't make a pitch to all of you. I want to invite you to build that future in Chicago and in Illinois. Come to Illinois to launch your startup or to take your business to the next level. Come to Illinois to make the next world-changing breakthrough in science and technology. We have the talent. We have the infrastructure that you need. We are a welcoming and diverse state, and Chicago is a global city of many cultures. So join us in changing the world for the better. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the conference today.